Alright, today's March the 20th, a Wednesday. I just got here at Raleigh Airport at the Avis Budget Group around this corner right here. I booked 3 up here in Raleigh area. Well, Raleigh, and one at Kinley, Manheim, and one in Clayton to go to Charleston, and one go to Savannah. My last 2 weeks have been horrible. I forgot my wallet in here. They're gonna want my driver's license. Last week I got involved with that Charleston auto auction. I should have fell on a sword, and that ruined last week. And then I had a wheel bearing on the trailer go out, and I fixed that. Finally got that fixed yesterday. Took my time though. I had to re-tap the threads on the axle to do that. They want my billfold in here, or my driver license. But we're gonna go in here and pull this car, and I'll be right back. All right, I've been here at the auction for about 1 hour and 30 minutes. She was no hurry to give me this Nissan Rogue. No hurry. Well, we're gonna start heading to Kinley and pick up a truck there. I think it's an F-150. I may be wrong, but I think it's what it is. We'll see you there. Just got the Manheim, North Carolina here in Kinley, outside of Raleigh, off of 95. I've only been to this auction maybe about 6-7 times at most. I don't ever come up this way much. I got a long ways to walk, 2,000 more feet. I'm pulling out a F-150 here. It goes to Jones Ford in, I think, North Charleston tomorrow. Jones Ford's pretty weird about how they want you to pull in their lot. I tried to avoid going there, and yesterday when I seen it, I had to go there. I was like, dang. Well, I'm gonna pull this F-150 out, and then I'll be right back. All right, I just got the F-150 loaded up right here. Now I'm gonna go to Goldsboro and pick up another truck. Try to get out of here if I can. I should be able to. We'll see you in Goldsboro at a Chevrolet dealership. All right, we're here at Team Chevrolet in Goldsboro, right here on the side of this little service road or whatever. I loaded up this Chevy truck here, Silverado ZR2. The sales manager was driving it. He said he didn't want to give it up. He just got put in a Hellcat instead when I got here and picked this up. All right, we're gonna start heading home. I gotta find me a restroom somewhere. And see you home probably when I get there. All right, it's Thursday morning. Let's see if I can get me a better picture. I ain't gonna be able to get one. I'm gonna drop this white F-150 off. I just got to Jones Ford just now. It's a little bit after 8:30. See if I get one right here. All right. I didn't take one yesterday. Yesterday when I got home, I was on the phone, so I never recorded when I got home. But I'm gonna unload these and get this truck off here and get out of here and get the Nissan on Savannah Highway. I'll see you over there here in a few minutes. All right, I made it to Nissan Savannah Highway. I done unloaded the Rogue here. I got the truck a little bit high on the trailer right now because I'm gonna go to the airport and pick up, I think, an Equinox there to go to the Nissan in Summerville, just to try to help me out this week since I had a late start in the week, unmotivated, whatever. So still ended up being a good week though, I think. Let me get this here checked in, and then I'll see you over at the airport. All right, I'm over here at Avis. I just got this Equinox loaded up. This is at the Charleston Airport rental car place on Porsche Boulevard. I got a little bit behind here. I had to wait on him to get here. It still makes more. That one car going up the road 20 miles makes more than what all my old jobs used to pay me for a whole day's worth of work. We'll see you at Nissan in Summerville. Alright, I just got the Hudson Nissan about 5 minutes ago. Done got the Equinox unloaded. It paid about $95 just to come up the road about 12 miles. And it took about 25 minutes to get here at most. I'm going to go in here and get somebody to check it in. And I'm going to hit the road to Savannah today. Be right back. Alright, I'm at Vaden Chevrolet. I just dropped off the truck. It's about 1:30, maybe a little bit after 1:30. This is Savannah, Georgia. Now I'm going to go over to the airport. I do not have a release for the car that's at the airport. And me and the sales manager where the car's going, I was telling him I need one. He's like, I ain't got it. Yeah, like I was bothering him or something, but we're gonna go over here at the airport and see if I can get it, knowing I ain't got a release and they ain't gonna give it to me. We're gonna see if we can bother him some more on the phone here in a little while, because they're not gonna give me the Nissan Altima until I do get a release. We'll see you there. All right, well, miracles do happen. I've been here for about an hour though. They didn't send him a gate pass, they just sent him an email. And after the guy in there that's in charge finally got him to send him an email, the gate pass was in the email. He just copied and pasted it the wrong way. Anyway, I got it though. This goes to Sumter. We're gonna start heading up the road and see how far we can go. All right, we'll see you up the road a little ways, wherever I end up. All right, I just delivered here at the Nissan in Sumter. That guy was an all right guy when I got here. Now I'm gonna head home, I guess. I'm about 2 hours from home. Probably not that far, but I gotta stop and get diesel. I think I got about 1 hour and 57 minutes I can drive today. They got glass right here on the highway, and that glass was there last week. Alright, we'll see you here in a little while. Alright, we're going to just go ahead and call it a week. The last couple of weeks ain't been too good to me. I'm going to get ready to flush radiator in this car. I went to that car show last weekend. Well, Saturday I went to it. Blow a radiator hose, and then I ended up locking myself out of the dang car too. Had to call a locksmith. I got it draining right now though. The antifreeze down there. I'm gonna flush it. It was overheating. I don't think I had enough water in it though. As far as next week, Monday I do have a load book. I'm gonna pick one up at Volkswagen in Myrtle Beach and take it to Volkswagen there in Mount Pleasant, which Mount Pleasant's just right there over the bridge in Charleston, if you ain't familiar with Mount Pleasant. And then I'm going to pick one up at Avis that goes to Sumter. One at the True Value Recon lot that's going to go to, can't remember if that one goes to Lancaster or Kannapolis. And I'm also picking one up at Jones Ford. I got those mixed up. And I'm going to do those Monday. Now I don't know if I'll get them all delivered that day or not. But until then, we'll see you next week. I thank you for subscribing to the channel. I'm starting to get a little bit more going. Hopefully next week's good. The turbo's going out on this truck, so I'm kind of trying to stick around home this week coming up, because I'm going to end up ordering one and putting it on probably next week. I hope I don't have to order it before. Alright, until next week then. I'll see you then. Well, we're here at Old Faithful picking up 3 cars. Not exactly. Only picking up 1 van. Supposed to be picking up 3. Hell, I didn't even get mad this time. most unprofessional auction you ever go to. It's the only one. There's a couple of them that operate this way. They changed their name to America's Auto Auction, but still same staff. Until you get out the poison, you ain't gonna never change. I'm supposed to took two to Darlington, so I'm gonna sit in the truck here for a few minutes to see if I can find one more. I wasn't even gonna come. I booked this van here before I even booked the other two though, because this goes to Greensboro. And first, I think this thing's been listed since last week, and it wasn't paying well, and it was going up almost $50 to $75 a day. And then yesterday it got way up there, so I went ahead and booked it just to try to make something worth happening this week. There's only like one other car. It's in Charleston. It's at Lexus going to Charlotte for $225, but I believe I'll let it sit there. I don't believe I'll haul it up there for that, because it'll take me an hour to get to Charleston from here. I don't feel like fighting the traffic. And I might be in Charlotte tomorrow, but I don't know. We're going to sit here for a minute. Hopefully the ladies in Florence start listing some stuff. They go up toward Huntersville or Monroe, and I can grab a truck or so tomorrow. But I'm not worried about tomorrow finding the load back home. It's just today, since I had them other three booked. But we're going to see what we can make happen. I'm going to at least stop in the Harbor Freight store in Georgetown. They just had one open up there. I'm going to stop by that. Alright, I stopped by the Harbor Freight in Georgetown. They just opened up 2 days ago. I needed this for my carburetor for the car. They got the grand opening this weekend. Let's see here. This Smile. They said it used to be at Aaron's right here. I didn't even know they had one here until last night. I just booked the car through AutoSled to pick up in Charlotte tomorrow, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to get that because they're trying to call and tell me it needs to be picked up today. That's this week. That's the way the week's going this week. Now hopefully tomorrow I can make something out of it. As I pulled in this diesel station, my wheel fell off. I didn't even know it, and the guy came and told me. Lord help, what a last few days. So I didn't work much last week because of the Charleston auto auction got my loads all messed up, and then I lost my wheel here. I've been trying to figure out. So the bearing, the outer bearing exploded, but it didn't seize onto the spindle. I actually pulled the casing of the bearing right off with my hand. But somehow the spindle nut got stuck on the threads, and it messed my threads up. So I went to Coastal Hardwire, Coastal Nuts and Bolts, Myrtle Beach, and bought this tap. And the problem is, if you ever Google the thread size on a trailer, 7K axle, they want to give you the thread size for lug nuts. But further investigation, I found out it was 1 inch and the 14 thread. And he verified it was the 1 inch 14 thread. I did get this just now tapped. It went on there like butter. Easiest thing I ever done. That right there, spindle, or that die was $16.83. And let me go ahead and give you the address, because these are super nice guys to work with. It's Coastal Fasteners and Supply. So that's a post office. They're moving they are moving, but it's right across the road from where they're at now. There is the address they have now, but it's just right up, like right there it's in like this cul-de-sac where there's a bunch of industrial buildings, and they're moving into a building right there. So if you need something. And then I went to Napa earlier before I even got the idea of getting a die. I bought this thing, and on YouTube people are having good luck with this, but I'm sure I was getting ready to bound up to mess something up with this, but I'm going to still keep it for nuts and bolts. But I'm gonna show you how easy I mean, that die, it made my life a lot better. That thing goes right on. So now I got to go get the dang castle nut for it, because this axle that I put under this has a castle, and it has the cotter pin that runs through it, which I don't like that part. But I carry all these pieces with me. If I had that dang die with me on the road the other day, it would have worked. So hopefully we'll get out of here by Tuesday, or I'm sorry, Wednesday, because my hub, here, the seal won't sit in it. Let me see if I can find me a seal right here. You know, you got to usually knock these in, and this one's going right in, so it's expanded there at the hole. My friend Catfish told me last night, jokingly, told me I should JB weld it. All these dang expenses I got, I was thinking about it. But I took the car to my car to the car show Saturday, and it did a good run in there. And that's the first time I've been driving it since 13 months. And as I pulled in, the heater hose, or not the heater hose, the upper radiator hose blew, and I managed to lock myself out of it too. And then leaving, when I fixed the radiator hose, I just cut the edge of it off where it put a hole in it. It had a hole in it where it goes into the intake manifold. And I guess by stretching it, I cut it again with a fan. But I did get it home. And I've been wanting to build a truck for a long time. And I've only seen like 2 of them there. And I've about decided it's going to be a F100. I couldn't decide if I want to build an old Toyota mini truck again. I've about made my mind up. I want an F100. I've wanted one for a long time. Alright, I'm going to get ready to go get a hub. I don't know if I'm going to put it on. I'm probably just waiting until tomorrow. I got this much of it done. I might go ahead and put it on here in a little while. I'm going to go get the hub though. I did buy a new brake assembly plate there. Alright, well, let me go get this hub real quick.